What's going on, everyone? This is RFBM, Raising a Financial Bar with Mar. And today I want to talk to you about 5 financial YouTube channels that I regularly watch. So I'm just using the term financials simply because that's the best way I can probably describe them in all their entirety. But some of the channels discuss different themes and don't directly correlate to something to educate you, but they're things that I regularly listen to because you can learn from every single channel. So the first channel I would want to mention is What Happened to Common Sense. If you've watched any of my content, you might have heard me mention him in one of my cryptocurrency topics that I had in one of my videos, and he's somebody that I intently follow simply because a lot of the things that he says, you can fact check that, and also he doesn't come off manipulative and opportunistic as a lot of people in this space. In addition, as opposed to a lot of these other content creators, he has a better idea of how to break down the crypto because he actually researches these tokens, and as he's personally stated, has been into the crypto space for 7-8 years. Also, one of the biggest reasons why I subscribe to him in the first place is because, as opposed to many of these content creators, he holds all of them accountable regardless of their background or color. And I see that as something that needs to be expanded upon. Moreover, people like to diminish people when they feel like they're hating, when really it's critical thinking and doing your due diligence on somebody so that they can be identified as either credible or not credible. The next YouTuber I want to highlight is DebtFree Dad. So I've been watching his content for a little while now, and one of the biggest perks of his content as opposed to a lot of channels that I watch is that he's very personable. I think that what he's saying is genuinely what he feels, and he literally is transparent with everything that he's investing in, some of the roadblocks, taking care of your physical, your mental health, managing your debt, while also making sure that you're saving and investing for your retirement. Also, I'll add that he's a practicing attorney, so I think that helps in his reasoning for his perspective on a couple of topics that he discusses. I don't think that you'll be disappointed. I check him out, and honestly, I think he deserves a lot more subscribers than he has. My next YouTube channel is Pocket Watching with JT. Real Accountant Reacts. So JT is a licensed financial planner, and basically on his videos he mostly reacts to topics of different people on social media that talk about financial advice and different tips, and he pretty much breaks it down to let you know the legality of it, or just pretty much its merit to determine whether or not you should trust the information that is presented. Honestly, some people might perceive it as picking at things, but once again, this is another professional that you can listen to, that you can also fact check in his information, and he definitely does his due diligence and research when it comes to identifying information that could be questionable or is not something that you should listen to and apply in your real life. I'm almost positive he does most of this just for fun, and to be honest, the content is pretty hilarious. But on a serious note, he really does have content that makes you think like an accountant, as he states, and also addresses serious issues like college students not having a job and dealing with the student loan debt crisis. Which brings me to Spencer Cornelia, the 4th channel that I watch on the regular. Spencer, for the most part, is widely known throughout YouTube for calling out all of the fake gurus And I get a kick out of his stuff, but also he just pretty much unveils all of the lies and deception that's used by these social media gurus to basically get you to spend or waste your money and time on things that they're offering that either provide little or zero value. Moreover, even hearing about the videos he has like why athletes go broke and the music industry about artists that go broke as well, it just opens your eye out to society and how easily people can maybe manipulated and lose anything, all of their assets. My final out of the 5 financial YouTube channels that I watch would have to be CNBC Make It, but specifically their segment called Millennial Money. So pretty much the premise of the show is there's different millennials from across the country, sometimes outside of the country, that share their personal finances, and you pretty much get a inside look on how they spend their money and how they earn their money depending on what career or job that they have. As a millennial, it's just interesting seeing other millennials and how they're living and how they're spending money. One episode particularly, this guy was spending like $1,000 or $800 a month on eating out. And they also have Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank react to some of the videos also, and it gets you a better idea of how he perceives how people are effectively saving and using their money for the future. So all in all, that concludes the 5 financial YouTube channels that I watch. Those are some of my favorite subscriptions that I regularly watch, and honestly, a honorable mention would be Earn Your Leisure. I enjoy their content as well. They have a lot of different type of entrepreneurs and celebrities and all the likes pretty much talking about how they earn income and ways in which you can. You just have to be able to use discernment, because if I'm being honest, everybody on their channel that are guests aren't necessarily on the same level as far as it relates to being trustworthy and valid. The highlight of their show, I would say in my opinion, is Market Mondays. And with Market Mondays, they have Ian Dunlap, who is this stock investor who really knows a lot about the market and understands it on a cerebral level compared to most people on social media. That's one person that I would say within anybody associated with their likeness that you can trust and actually has consistent valuable content. So every Monday I do check in whenever I can. So that concludes my video for today. If you enjoyed this content, please give it a like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate the support. I'm going to work on being more active this month than I have in the last couple of months. And as always, this is RFBM, Raising the Financial Bar with Mar. Peace, love, blessings. Thank you.
Our own mind has to be changed. We have to change our mind about ourselves.
But this world is such a gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like taught that from school.
I don't come to bow, you know. I come to conquer.